The only person you need to marry is your future self. Yes, that's right. The version of you who will either throw you a parade with confetti and champagne or hunt you down with a pitchfork from a retirement home rocking chair. And trust me, this isn't hyperbole. Meet Jess. Jess was a human tornado of impatience. She treated her paycheck like a piñata at a Rage Room convention, smashing it open every Friday on stiletto heels she'll never wear, cocktails she'd forget by midnight, and artisanal soap that changed her life, sitting unopened like a sad little monument to bad decisions. Her friends, financial advisors, and even the cashier at the corner store, everyone chimed in by telling her, hey, you should probably set some money aside. In 10 years, you'll thank yourself. But Jess scoffed, tossing her hair like a shampoo ad gone rogue. Well, what's the point of having money if you don't use it? A philosophy as short-sighted as a mole navigating a foggy maze. Fast forward 10 years. Jess is still crashing on her parents' couch. Her bank account is a ghost town haunted by empty shoeboxes. Her future self is a bitter tenant evicted by her own hands, muttering curses over a microwave dinner. The moral is that by spoiling yourself today, you screw over your future self with the finesse of a con artist running a Ponzi scheme on a unicycle. Marrying your future self is the opposite. It's delaying gratification, stashing cash like a squirrel prepping for nuclear winter, and making sure future you doesn't have to beg for scraps or sell plasma for ramen. Now contrast that with Sam, my college friend. Sam was the kind of guy who saw through the haze of university like a man with a headlamp at a blackout party, while many others, myself included, giggled our way through meaningless majors. Sam tackled accounting, a subject so dry it could dehydrate a cactus, but lucrative as a dragon-guarded gold mine. He became a CPA, certified public accountant. And 10 years later, he's raking in 6 figures, $1 million in retirement savings, and on a path to buy a small island, a yacht, or at least a really, really comfortable memory foam couch. Meanwhile, most of his lazy friends found themselves rebounding back to their parents' homes. Degrees gathering dust like ancient relics, auditioning for community theater, or analyzing dreams for tips. But Sam married his future self, and the payoff was a honeymoon suite called financial security, complete with a butler named Nigel to butter his toast. Then there's Dan, and Dan had the sexual discipline of a moth in a blackout lamp store. He dove into pornography with Olympic-level commitment, chasing instant dopamine hits at the expense of his future libido. The result was desensitization, wasted hours, lonely nights, his future self stuck watching a screen that's seen more action than he ever will. Marrying your future self means thinking past the immediate thrill. Think of it as a prenup with your sanity. Here's a life-changing filter. Before any action, such as buying that shiny gadget or skipping the gym or eating that third donut, ask yourself, how will my future self feel? Will you look back and say, I'm glad I did that 5 years ago? Like investing in a mutual fund or learning a skill or building savings? Or will you groan, damn it, I wish I had done that earlier? Like splurging on fleeting pleasures that leave long-term debt, regret, and extra pounds. Too many people chase momentary highs, the dopamine rush of a night out, a sugar fix, or a porn binge, ignoring tomorrow's consequences. Well, tomorrow's not guaranteed, they protest. Sure, but statistics say it's probably coming, and you'll either be ready or regretting. If you want to avoid poverty and misery in old age, marry your future self today. Focus on health, saving, and long-term planning, because nothing is worse than being poor, frail, and dependent at 80. Marry your future self like it's a romantic comedy starring one. Shower them with gifts that actually matter, such as investments, exercise, education, and discipline. Become your own supportive partner. No excuses. No temporary thrills. Just actions that let your future self say, man, I'm glad I did that 5 years ago. Love your future self unconditionally for who you are right now. Not, oh, once I lose 10 pounds or once I get that promotion. Instead, you say, because I love myself, I am going to lose those 10 extra pounds. And because I love myself, I am going to get that promotion and make more money. Protect, nurture, and invest in the person who will inherit your choices, your body, your mind, and your life. Because the truth is, the only one who can truly promise you lifelong loyalty, commitment, and support is you. The only person who can look you in the eye and say, I will never leave you, and 100% mean it, is the one you see in the mirror every morning. Treat your mind and body like the only vehicles you'll ever own. You give them oil changes, tune-ups, and polish. One life, one shot, with no do-overs. Treat it with the obsession of a doomsday prepper during a zombie apocalypse. Marry yourself, protect yourself, and invest in yourself. And if you want a head start on this lifelong romance with future you, subscribe to my Substack and get a free copy of my book, Your Parents Were Wrong, Debunking and Replacing Outdated Advice. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe to my Substack, and many of the articles on there are free. So consider it your engagement gift to the person who matters the most, future you. I'm Cairo Copeland, and this is Reinvent Ideal.